Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon for the latest film interviews, features, and recommendations on the movies that matter.
Farah Khan, so good to see you. Farah, how are you doing? How are you holding up in this time?
Hi, Rajeev. It's so good to see you after almost a month.
Yeah,
Thanks
it
to
does.
you.
It does. It was already a while, and then after lockdown, it just feels like it's just been forever since one has interacted with the outside world.
Yeah, it feels good also. There are a lot of people I don't like to interact with. So in a way, it's good.
I'm not one of those, I know.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm wondering if whenever the lockdown is over, do we still have to meet those people?
What excuse you'll have to find next?
Yeah.
So Farah, what has the last week, the last 10 days of lockdown been like? I know you're not really a big social animal. You're not a big party goer. It's not like you're constantly hanging out with others. So has this not been very different from that?
Yeah, it's see, the circumstances are different, Rajiv. Yeah, I'm a homebody, so I don't have any issues staying at home. But just the circumstances and the disturbing, the news that you get about how it's affecting people.
Correct.
As you know, I had a little bit of a meltdown about 10 days ago.
Yes.
I think at that point, it just, it's also not the happiest of situations. So I do get up. I was getting up at 5:30 in the morning with stress, and I'm not, me, I'm a very happy person. But still, just the thought that what's going to happen, when are we going to work again, when are we going to make money? And I'm talking as a person, I know there are a lot of privileged people, and I think we are some of those. So if we are taking stress, I can't even imagine what the others are going through. So lot of things affecting my head. Of course, we are comfortable at home, far more that we cannot complain,
Correct.
Our state government, everyone doing a great job. Deliveries are coming, but watching a lot of movies and roaming around in your nightie from morning to night.
Right. I see you were joking to me. You were joking to me earlier that because of this you had to put on a little lipstick.
Because of you, I've actually used makeup after a month, I think, really. Right. Almost it's been, because I came back a month ago and then I self-quarantined myself just to be safe.
You were in Boston conducting a dance workshop. Yeah.
Yes. No, and also speaking as a Babson, and I came back, I think, on the 5th of March, and then I just, on my own, self-quarantined myself for 2 weeks, and then after that, of course, everything. Right. So I've been home for a month and can't complain. Right. Except for my little rant. Right. That was the grocery store.
I want to talk about that. You're talking about, I mean, of course, everyone's joking and calling it the anti-workout rant. This was that little video you posted.
I know.
Asking celebrities to spare us the videos of workouts. I know that people are joking about. I've spoken to a few actors and I asked them about working out, and they're all like, "Yeah, but Farah is, but Farah said don't."
But why 1 minute?
You scared them all off.
I can be pretty scary. Sorry, I want to first apologize to everybody who got scared. I know it took off, but it was definitely, please work out. I mean, I walk 1 hour around the balcony every day. I just was so disturbed by just the frivolous, I don't know if that's a word, the frivolity of the situation. It was, it's not a global party, guys. It's a global pandemic. There are other things that you can do right now. So there was just a glut of, everybody was wanting to be seen and wanting to be on Insta. I think there's a little bit of I don't know, it seemed a little shallow. At that time, we already don't have a great reputation for being an industry that is deep thinking, or even though a lot of people do so much good and contribute so much, it just seemed like everything was about, look at me. So I think it was, and I can't tell you how many people called me to thank me. Of course, I got trolled also. It wasn't for any one person, but it was just like, guys, this can't be the only problem. Right. Figure out a way how to help your neighbors. Figure out a way. My daughters are 12 years old. They're figuring out how to feed stray dogs. My son is stressed. He now wants to write songs about do something that can help,
Correct.
Even if it's just the security of your own building. you know, figure out how to send food to people or to put money in their account, something. It can't just be, oh my God, my gym is shut.
True. That's true, actually. Yeah.
You can't flaunt your privilege at this time.
Yeah.
You should not. You can, but you should not.
You should not. Right.
You should not.
Farah, you know, you said something interesting, and it's true. You know, it's not just you and Shirish. It's also you have 3 babies. You have 3. I mean, they're 12.
Yep.
You know, what is it? Are you constantly thinking of ways to keep them entertained and engaged? I mean, is that a big concern?
No, it's not a problem. No, it's not a problem. Please, my children know it's a global pandemic. They are also figuring out ways to do now. Of course, online school has started. But before that, they used to paint. Or my daughter now wants to make a series of dog paintings, which she wants to sell for some 500 rupees so that she can collect. But it's also a way of teaching them how they have to contribute to this. They can't just live in La La Land and think So we watch the news. We regularly update. My son updates me about what is happening all over the world, how many countries have got affected. We started watching Friends the entire season all over, because you also need to feel lighthearted at times, and you can't always be. And I think I was getting more stressed than anyone, which really surprised me, because I thought I'm a person who doesn't stress easily. But just watching pictures of these migrant workers walking with their pregnant women, walking for miles with carrying children, and at that point, I was like, you bloody well not be complaining about anything.
That's so true.
Yeah,
that is so true. Farah, what are you able
I also want to start a award function, Rajeev, on a lighter note. I think you should help me. Award function just for the corona, the pandemic, like the best Bartan Dhoing award, the best Jhadu Maraying award, the best chocolate cake award. That's just the, like you'll say, a lot of movies have first world, what do you say, rich people's problems. There's a Sobo, South Bombay problem award. They're not getting gluten-free bread over there, and it's a crisis for many people.
I want to ask you, Farah, is this the way to kind of, in a sense, deal with it? If one can't have a sense of humor like you do, if you're not able to, I feel like you're again, getting into trolling territory. I feel like there will be people who say, look at her, she's making fun of us. But if one isn't able to make fun of these things, if one isn't able to crack the joke, how are we going to get through this, right?
I think, Rajeev, there are a lot of, the kind of memes and videos and which people are making. I think everybody has discovered their inner sense of humor. In this, I know and I think my punishment for putting out this video was because now every single person is sending me videos which I never used to watch earlier. Of random people working out. I used to not follow them, but now I'm being bombarded by those videos, and now I'm finding it funny. And I never said don't work out. Please, guys, now work out, post your videos, do what you want. I am not the Instagram police. I just felt something, and I felt I should say something. So please go back to whatever makes you happy. Yes, but I think everybody's discovered their sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
Because the kind of videos and it's a weird mix of being mentally stressed and then laughing your guts out because laughter. Of course it does help, but you can't desensitize yourself to also
what's happening in the world, right? And what's happening around
and how
us.
to help and what to do, and in your own way. I'm not saying everyone has to donate crores of rupees. We can't, but in your own way, just maybe figuring out how to send food to the next building or to just things like that.
Right. Farah, what have you been watching? Are there any good movie or show recommendations you want to make? Because everyone is looking for the next binge. What do you recommend?
I've been watching a lot, of course. And guilt-free watching at this point. That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is not about how do I show what I'm doing in this time. Just relax and sit at home. Sometimes just be with yourself. So I watched all the Oscar-nominated movies, but I'd watched some of them even before this. I absolutely loved Parasite, and what a premonition. A movie from South Korea called Parasite. Then my son and me watched Jojo Rabbit. which I think disturbed him a lot. And 1917 we watched. Then of course watched Marriage Story. The Hunters is a very good show on Amazon.
Okay.
I don't know if you've caught up with it.
I haven't. This is the one with Al Pacino.
Yes. So it's about Nazi hunters in America in the 70s. So everything that I love, the 70s and Nazis and hunting them. And there's another show on Netflix called Feel Good, which was nice. It was nice. Easy
I
watch.
Started that. This is the female comedian.
Yes. So easy breezy watch. Nice. And I think Disney Channel has opened on Hotstar, so my kids are going to. I think maybe they're too sophisticated for Disney right now. I'm watching it more than them. And of course, whole day my daughter makes me watch puppy videos.
Oh.
Dog and puppy videos, and let me tell you, it really feels good.
It really is a mood uplifter.
It's really like a dopamine release in your head, you know.
Correct.
And of course, I've caught up on all the Hindi movies on Amazon.
Is there anything you like? You're a tough one to please.
I'll go back to the shows. So.
Okay. Farah, have you been able to use this time to be productive in any way? Have you been able to use this time to write, to think of? No, it's not happening. Huh?
No. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it because first of all, I've got 2 scripts absolutely finished and were ready to go to shoot. Right. So right now I'm not and I make these big fat happy movies. So right now, and I also like to sit with people and jam and do it. So I mean, don't feel guilty if y'all are not being productive about things right now, you know. Right. It's fine. It's a once in a lifetime occurrence. Yeah. You know, so we have to just ride it through. We don't always have to feel. I mean, I can understand people are not going to work, and Rajeev, they don't know when the next paycheck is coming.
That's true. That's really true, actually.
Yeah. So, no, I'm not feeling guilty about it. But yeah, it's Groundhog Day, actually, you know. It's one day
very similar yesterday.
It's very similar to the others. Because of you, today I bothered to wear a shirt and put lipstick. Others, we are morning to night, we are in our night suits. Yeah. Shirish is looking like Hugh Hefner. He's in his pajama suit all day.
Farah, you know, when this is all over, when we go back to the normal world, you know, sooner rather than later, hopefully, what are the qualities we're going to need? What are we going to need to tap into to sort of, you know, make this a more compassionate world? I mean, you know, how is this going to change us? And what are we going to need to fall back on so that we can cope with the new world? Because there will be people without jobs. There will be it's going to be a changed world when we get on the other side again.
There's a big fat recession waiting for us as soon as we step out of the door. My fear is, Rajeev, that I hope that we don't come out not learning anything from this.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel that if we say one more week of lockdown, people are just going to break their windows and doors and run out on the road, because just staying at home is becoming such a big problem for people. I really want to start some online, just talk to people and, you know, like not therapy because I'm not qualified, but just
but just
just talk to them. And because, you know, you've seen me, I've lived in Nehru Nagar. I mean, I talk to them every day. It's not a swanky, you know, it's just the absolute middle class and the lower middle class that are going to suffer the most. So I don't know how it is going to be, and when this opens, I'm hoping, as usual, people don't rush out like maniacs.
Correct.
You know, like sort of we did, and when the Janta curfew happened, I mean, completely opposite of what was meant to be.
Defeating the purpose of it.
Yes, absolutely. So I am hoping we learn something, but my fear is that we'll come out and after 6 months, everything will just go back to square one.
Right.
You know, it'll just go back to square one. Yeah. So that also kind of stresses me out.
Correct. You know, Farah, when you have family that's not close to you, that's not geographically close to you. You know, your mum is staying in Juhu. I mean, is that also part of it? You know, are you constantly on the phone?
I thank God for that every day, because if my mom was living with me, I'd be breaking the doors and running out on the street for sure. So no, we are much nicer to each other now. She was just talking to me before you called.
Right.
Yes, of course. And I, you know, for people, a lot of my friends, their children are stuck
Yeah.
either in their colleges or in their universities, not only in India but also abroad, and I can't
True.
believe, you know, how difficult that must be.
Yeah.
So I think what we should learn from this is, finally at the end of it at all, after Jag Ghumiya,
Yeah.
you know, is your family is what is most important.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because finally that's where you come back home to, and that's where you will be, and that's who will accept you.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
so I think that love and that for the family, I think, is what we have to learn and come out of this.
Right. Finally, Farah, when this is all over and when we do go back to, to our old lives, when we go back, not old lives, when we go back to a normal
our
world,
newfound
hopefully,
lives.
to a normal world, hopefully, what is the first thing that you want to do? What are you most looking forward to, to doing once one can go back to doing what one wants to do?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm feeling once the lockdown is over, I'm still going to stay home for another 1 month.
Wow.
Because I'll still be scary to like who will bell the cat.
Correct.
But after that, what I really miss is going to work. Actually, you know, it's not like I was never, like, you know, I was not a party person, but
Correct.
I think just going back to set, you know, and I was in the midst of like doing pre-production and meet.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would first want to do, is just get back to work.
Get back to work, right?
Get back to work.
Right. Well, all the best, Farah.
And what
healthy.
are you looking forward to, Rajeev? You're clearly one of the lucky ones who are working from home.
That's true. That's true.
Is this
Actually,
going
you
to
know,
be a
I'm
new
able to
format
kind
now?
of, keep my sanity because I'm able to continue to do what I do. But I'm really looking forward to going to the cinemas. I know that will take a little while.
I think that
but
unfortunately maybe the last thing that opens up. You know,
That's
as
true.
usual,
That's true.
we'll be
Correct. But you know, that whole experience of going to the cinema and watching, I mean, I think we tend to kind of, not value it enough, and when it's gone, you realize how much you miss that whole.
Will you be a kinder critic once?
We'll find out, right? We'll find out when.
Will you
when
be
we go back.
Will you have empathy for all the poor people who go there and work and make movies?
We'll find out. We'll find out if it makes us any softer. But thank you so much for this, Farah.
Thank you,
Stay
Rajeev.
indoors, stay healthy.
Yes.
I can't wait. The next time we meet, it'll be in person, hopefully.
Hopefully,
The internet
yes.
can play middleman only for so long. I can't wait to see you in person. Everyone at home safe. Everyone
Can you
at home
imagine?
healthy.
We used to just hug people and like.
That's true.
That's
true.
It's human contact. I think, of course, I have my kids, and for everybody who has their family, just hug them a lot more. Yeah.
Correct.
Just, be kinder, be nicer.
Yeah.
And everyone, please go back to making your videos. I will be judging, but silently.
Correct. Thank you so much for this, Farah.
Love
Thank
you, Rajeev. Bye-bye.
And speak to you soon.
Bye
Thank
to
you.
everybody.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you.
Be safe.